Blockbuster release over the weekend. That's Kalki. And post the release and post the collections that we've seen on the weekend, PVR, that's a stock in focus. You have stunning numbers coming in over the last 3 days or so. And Nuvama, well, they have also suggested that collections have crossed massive numbers. So let's get in a sense. We have Abneesh Roy, Executive Director at Nuvama Institutional, who joins us. Hi, Abneesh. Thanks a lot for joining in. Well, you have been maintaining this positive stance on PVR, and the collections are justifying that. Give us an updated number first. What are the collections, and where do you expect the number to wind up at for Kalki?
Yeah, thanks. Good morning to the viewers. Currently, if you see, the collections is around 300 crores net, and gross box office collection India is around 345 crores. Our sense is this movie will end at least 2x of the current amount. So we are expecting 750 crores to 800 crores gross box office India collection. Net India collection will be around 15% lower because of the taxation. So very strong numbers. I will say Street was disappointed on Friday. If you see, the stock had corrected on Friday, and rightfully so, because on Friday, the number was 57 crore collection, which was almost 40% down versus the previous day. In our view, that was not a concern because in Hindi, no drop had happened. It was just a drop seen in Telugu, and that was because first day, the audience response is higher. Now, going ahead, definitely we are seeing very strong content next few months. So, in fact, this week we have a Ajay Devgan movie, Oro, releasing. And after that, we have got two Akshay Kumar movie, one in July, one in August. We have got strong Hollywood content of Deadpool and Wolverine also. And then we have got Transformers. In the regional, also very strong action happening. We'll have Indian 2 releasing, Kamal Hassan movie in July. And then currently one Punjabi movie starring Diljit Dosanjh is also doing extremely well. So all-round revival. So first 2 months of Q1 was very weak. So April, May was one of the weakest months in recent times. So cricket, temperature, everything was a concern.
All right. Yes. Abneesh, just wanted your view on a couple of things. One, you said the first 2 months were weak. Of course, there was the IPL. Now, over the weekend, we had the World Cup finals as well. All of that getting done with no immediate large sporting action ahead. Do you believe all the way up to Diwali, there is a free run or a free passage for all these movies that are coming in, and as a result of which, we could see higher collections, higher occupancies, and perhaps higher spends per head as well?
So currently, if you see yesterday, for example, post the World Cup euphoria, we saw very strong occupancy in the movie halls. I think in terms of the prime weekend post 6 p.m., our data suggests 90% plus occupancy, and the full day occupancy was also around 55%. So very strong current occupancy. Coming to a specific question, I think two things are required. One, content has to click. Second is, of course, marketing. For example, the Ajay Devgan movie, which I mentioned, Oro, currently the marketing is very weak for that. So I think both the things will be required. But yes, from a competition perspective of mindshare of the customer, there is no election-related news flow, which was taking huge bandwidth earlier. And similarly, if you see Cricket World Cup and those issues are also not there. But ultimately, we are seeing in Hollywood and regional, the movie pipeline is excellent. Our report of last week, we have detailed till the next 6 months, 7 months, every month, we have got 1 or 2 blockbusters in Hindi, English, and in regional also. So yes, it looks exciting, but the content has to click definitely.
Abneesh, but you can correct me, but in the next few months, I don't think we have any big release from any of these mega superstars here in Bollywood, the Khans, or I don't know whether Akshay Kumar's movie is there, but tell us which are the 1 or 2 that you're looking at which can break in that big 5,000 crore, 500,000 crore kind of numbers.
Yes, definitely. If you see Akshay Kumar, 2 movies are there, one this month and one next month, Sarfira, and then yes, absolutely. And similarly, Dharma production, we have got bad news, in fact, in July itself. In fact, Hollywood, there was a strike last year. So now we are seeing the positive fallout of that every month we have got very good movies. So I would say that that is not a concern. I would say marketing is required. Multilingual definitely works. So in case of even Kalki, if you see, on Friday, Telugu collections were weak, but Hindi and rest of the languages were quite strong. So I would say the multilingual star cast is also very important. Marketing is also extremely important. And lack of competition from news, sports is also there. So yes, we have strong star-cast movies also, strong Bollywood also, and strong regional also in the coming months. So it's looking good. Plus, what we are seeing is PVR is focusing on free cash flow, net debt reduction also, and it has also tied up with Devyani for the food court. So doing a lot of positive steps. Plus, advertising should recover from here. So it's looking good. 10 times EV/EBITDA multiple. So valuations are also reasonable. If we have this kind of a blockbuster every month, I would say the stock would see very good times.
All right, let's see how that pans out. So, just before we let you go, Abneesh, two questions. One, what is your call on PVR when it comes to a target price? And secondly, what is it that can derail your thesis of a buy on PVR right now? Because like you pointed out, yeah, there are 2 Akshay Kumar movies, but the last 7 or 8 Akshay Kumar movies have not been, setting the box office on fire. Kalki, great collections, yes, but Kalki is one in a many year sort of movie with, that period setting. It has Nagarjuna, it has Amitabh Bachchan and all of them. So what numbers are you looking at in terms of collections from all these movies? And if they were below your expectations, would you perhaps revise your view on PVR?
So, very good question. So, yes, in PVR, unfortunately, every week the data is very important. So, sustainability has been missing. Last 4-5 years, if you see, movie industry has faced very tough times. We recently saw bankruptcy of one of the movie production houses in Hindi, for example, where they have had series of failures. So yes, I think the health of industry needs to improve, and that can come if we see 1 or 2 big hit movies, and then the funding will come back. So yes, definitely we are waiting for sustained revival. So if there are 1 or 2 movies which don't do well, then I would say that again the risk of the derating will come back for the PVR stock. But I would say the probability is very low because, as I said, this year English movie also the content is very good. Regional, of course, there has not been much of a challenge. So overall, I would say 1995 is our target price. So I don't see much of an issue because if you see, most of the mid caps have done well. This space earlier, the PE investors, the liquidity selling was an overhang. That is also behind. So a lot of the issues are behind, and this year advertising should scale up because of the general FMCG companies seeing revival also. Plus auto companies also are looking to launch more launches. So yeah, those are the positives. But yes, there is the Friday data, which is very important. That remains a monitor.
Okay, all right. Thanks a lot for joining in, Abneesh, and giving us a quick take with regard to PVR as well as the big blockbuster of the weekend, Kalki. We look forward to chatting up with you as things progress.